Hello and welcome to episode 9 of this Farmer Fred Manor Let's Play series. We had a pretty good episode last time. If you didn't watch it, please do check the description. A link is there. Go and watch that first if you missed it. We did get this nice pasture online. So that's the first of our livestock available. We've got our little trading post down here on the King's Road. I don't think... Are we actually trading anything right now? I know I don't have any. I'm not going to put any development points into reducing the cost of these trade routes, but maybe if we think about what we might want to sell, that would be good. I think, what do we have a good amount? Obviously bread is going to be good. We're going to have endless amounts of bread, but we are using food for tithe, so I'm quite keen not to do a lot of that. We have a lot of salt available though. We've got 3k in there. So obviously we're going to use a bunch of that, but we could also sell some of it. Or what else do we have available really? I think just do have a lot of salt. Yeah, I'm not really going to go for much else, I don't think. I mean, roof tiles, we will use those for upgrades. So I'm going to keep those. But maybe if we expand over into this region, then maybe we can get all this iron and we can use that to make a lot of money. Fish, I'm definitely keen for fish. So I think I'll probably have a little trade between these two. Let's see if this is a good farming region. It's not bad. I'd say average, or I'd say actually it's quite good. I think it's quite good. You do get some of these definitely terrible regions. So moving into another farming region, I think would be really great actually, and getting that fish. And then we can trade between these two. And we might actually be able to have a couple of trading posts pretty much on the border to each other on the King's Road. So I think we'll look to expand over there first. You can see that our influence, it was 500 before we started the tithe. So we are getting a bit of influence coming in. It's going to be a while, though, until we actually have enough for this 1,000 influence that we need. But I think if we go big on food, not only just to sustain the current population, but I think we can use that tithe. And that's going to be the only way, really, we get influence in this playthrough. So that is absolutely the focus for now. And soon we're going to have a shed load of apples as well. So we've got another house being built down there that will allow us to continue to grow. We will also be upgrading all of these houses. So we need enough for 5. So we need 40 planks and 20 timber. So I think we might need to get a little bit of upgrades going on. Have someone else on that camp, and I have someone on the timber camp until we have over 40 planks. We've done really well with berries, actually. That's been really good to help us keep this food variety, because it is sometimes a bit of a struggle to maintain enough food supply for all of these guys. I'm pretty tempted. I know this forager hut gets full all the time. Do you know what? We're going to build a second one. And someone in the comments actually mentioned this. Building a second forager hut gives you double the pantry. So instead of having this struggle of just having 50, but you have lots of workers, just have one worker on each one, and then you have an extra pantry. And you're not struggling to get stuff moved out. Even though the granary is right here, and they're clearly moving them, it does fill up pretty quickly, especially when you have 2. And we only have 1 worker in this granary. So I'm going to do that. Let's get that built. So thank you for all the tips in the comments. I do really appreciate it. And I read every single comment as well. So if you have more tips, if there's ways you think we can improve this playthrough, then do let me know in the comments. And if you like the video, please give it a like. Please subscribe to the channel. It helps me immensely. And I've got an absolutely jam-packed schedule for November. So I hope you'll be joining me for a lot of videos. There will be a video every single day in November. So there's a lot of content, lots of Manor content, and we'll have some new games as well. So we'll see if there's a bit of good variety to bring to the channel. And let me know if you like it as well. Always good to know what kind of content you're interested in watching. And we'll see if I enjoy playing it as well. So we've got this house built. Let's just tack on some extra space there. I know I'm using timber that we are going to need for these. But I think that's fine. We're not far off harvest season for this as well. So we're at 79% there. 78. So I think that's fine. We've got 6 sheep over here now. Oh, and he's bringing some more. These guys are going rogue. Where are they going? Let's... This sheep going somewhere. Know that feeling. Oh, they're even using the path. Kind of. So he works in the granary. And he's transporting meat. Okay, good, good, good. Yeah, I do sometimes feel that you inevitably end up with quite boxy layouts sometimes just because of the way things get built, but I don't think that's a problem. No, we don't want you running a market stall, sir. Let the granary boys do that. So each of these has, the level 2s always have, or should always have if you have the extension, enough room for 2 families. So when we upgrade all of these, we're going to get 2 more families, like these ones. So we're going to get up to 4 per house. So this is going to go from 10 to 20 population on this street. It's going to be a pretty popular street, I think. They've got a nice view. I think I'd love to see some more upgraded roads, actually. Even if it's just visual. I'd love to be able to sort of upgrade this so you can purposefully have, you know, nicer areas, maybe less densely populated areas, and maybe even some just, I don't know, maybe just some decorations and things you can put in the gardens or just around. I think that would be nice. Customization. But who knows? We'll see how it goes. We'll see what Greg is able to build. I'm sure he's absolutely always busy. We've still got loads of salt. And we didn't decide to export anything yet. Although I think I will start exporting some salt. Just for a little bit of extra cash. Try and balance out... Or do we go bread? Got 9 months worth of food now. I mean, we're always going to have bread. I think let's go salt for now, just in the short term. Export that. And let's always keep a surplus of 200 for now. So we're selling that for 4 each. Let's get someone working on that. Maybe we want some baby lambs as well. They're actually cheaper. I guess it just takes a bit more time. Let's import some baby lambs. I don't have tons of cash right now, though. I wouldn't be against a little bit of a tax. Although that is just going to go to our treasury. So, not really using that treasury at the moment. So actually, I'm going to keep these guys in a tax-free environment. I'm sure they'll appreciate that. And of course, we want apples here straight away. And in these areas, I think I know chickens aren't very efficient. I'm kind of in the mood for just having a couple of chicken coops over here.
These things do happen from time to time.
Oh, there we go. A couple of chicken coops. Oh, you can already see them in the garden.
You'll not find finer wares anywhere else.
I love that even the chickens have names.
Get a daily dose of green.
That's great. Okay, how are our fields getting on? Come on, we want to harvest here. Look at all these sheep. We're finally getting... I like that they also built in mechanics where they actually kind of herd together a little bit. I think that's really cool. It adds that extra level of, I guess, a realism. I really love that. It's the small details that you have to just take a minute to appreciate, I think. But let's speed this back up again. And soon we're going to be in crunch time for harvests. And we should probably decide at some point what we want to harvest next. I think we go through this harvest process and then we go through the process of upgrading a bunch of these houses, and then we can get our next development point. We can turn Lumbridge into a medium town. And then we have to decide where the heck are we going next. I think that'll be the next episode. We've got an empty work area over here. So berries are gone. You can take those guys off there. And in terms of fuel, we've got loads of firewood. So we've got 15 months. I think I'm just going to leave the work area up. We'll put one person on that though, just to sort of maintain. And let's set a nice work area for this. And we'll get 2 people on there. I think we've got loads of timber right now. So I'll take someone off of that. And I wonder if the saw pit... Oh yeah, I forgot they added this. So now you have a production limit. So if you don't want to go crazy with planks, you can just set a production limit. And I think I will have a reserve. Actually, no, we don't want a reserve. But it does stop you overproducing by accident, which can be a real pain sometimes. So I do like that. And how are we doing on this storehouse? So we don't have any firewood in it. But these guys all seem to be... Oh, they aren't happy. Why do they not seem to be getting this firewood? How do I improve that? I think we need more people distributing. Maybe that's a storehouse issue. Get another person on there. I don't think that needs an upgrade just yet. So... But as soon as we tick over into September, I'll start harvesting all of this, I think. Although it is probably good to harvest already. I think maybe on some of these bigger fields it would be good. But I'd like to go for like 95% growth and then we'll start it. Oh, we're in September, so let's just go for it. Let's just force early harvest on all of these. So I'll leave this pause just for now while we get organized. And just check the priorities. So I think definitely wheat first, then barley. So we got highest, very high, high, medium, and then low. So hopefully that helps a lot. And how many oxen do we have available? So we can have 2 here. It should help. And we want loads of people on these farmhouses, actually. I don't think we're currently building anything, so we can have everyone available. Oh, we're down to 7 months worth of food. I think it's such a fine balance at the moment with food. But vegetables will get unlocked a bit more. I think maybe a couple more houses with vegetable patches would be good. But again, we don't currently have many apples, so I think once they really unlock, that will be a huge game changer, but we need to get to that point. So where can we free up some space to get more people over here? I think 15 months worth of fuel. Yeah, I think you can always take someone off there, really. You can always reassign if needed. We have all the planks we need for these upgrades. Also, there's only... I've massively overdone that. I don't know why. Because there's only 5 houses. So I need 40 planks. But we're future-proofing a little bit, so we should be good. We've got a forester's hut over here. I think they're doing a swell job, so let's take them off. Leave those guys on, because that does need addressing. We've got 30 timber. That's certainly enough for these upgrades. And let's see. We've got 6 families so far. Where else could we free someone up? I think, yeah, 2 off the windmill. Don't ever really want to take people off the storehouse. It's hard to take them off once you have them. Because, you know, they're all assigned, they're all distributing, they're all at the market stalls. So I think that's probably the best we're going to get. Yeah, we don't need salt, any more salt for now. So let's have these fully stacked. And then once those are done, I guess we need to figure out. So we've got 1 flax there. So 1 flax, 1 wheat, 1 barley. So for now, that will be fine. But, you know, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fields. I think we can handle more. But we're going to have to go up into this region, I think. So I think actually you probably want to build a farm around here. We do have policies available, but there's really not any that are going to be useful for us. We don't have a rich wild animal deposit, and I don't really want to reduce food consumption. Well, these guys, they don't mess around. Look at that. They get things done. Have a look at this. Woof. Yeah, I wish they'd fix that. Sort of almost teleporting when they move around. But hey, they are very, very efficient at gathering. Let's untick these force early harvest before I forget. And that is also done pretty much. Well, we've got a whole gang of people here. So they're already ploughing this wheat field. Do I want that to be wheat? I feel like 56 is crazy low. Okay, let's decide all of our things now. We can take these off. I mean, some of these we will need to fallow. And there's no point in having a wheat or something if we have better elsewhere. And that's so we could do 100% wheat there. I don't want to make use of these fields over here. Let's go wheat there. So we're going to have flax, 1 flax, 1 wheat, 2 wheat, 2 wheat, 2 barley, 1 flax. Let's start with that. And of course we could have another farmhouse at some point. I might move one either over... Oh, we've got a pasture here. Could do one over here, actually. Because I think we will probably want to expand all up into that corner. Yeah, fuel just isn't hitting these guys. And we've got a food diversity issue here. We've got loads of apples. And berries. Veggies. Yeah, I think more veggies is going to be the key here. So these guys are ploughing. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 fields on the go currently. And we're up to 13 sheep now. I am very happy with that. So that wheat field will be done as well. And what's that left us with? So we've got 100. We've got 100 barley. We've got a decent amount of malt at the moment. We've got 92 ale, so I think we're sitting pretty nicely on ale right now. And that's going to be almost full. I don't think I've ever had a full tavern before. So I'm very happy that's fully stocked. Well, so that's ploughed and sown already. That is ploughed and sown already. That needs to be sown. That's currently being sown. We can definitely fit in another field here. I think we're just going to have to go crazy on the bread for a bit. We're not really using the linen too much. We could also export the linen. I think that's probably a good money maker. That could be 100% wheat, excuse me. Yeah, makes sense. Let's just do it. And we've got a couple of wheat for next time and a barley. Where's the general barley fertility? It's kind of on the left-hand side, isn't it? And we could get some room over there. I wonder if we can get a little path through this. Ooh, that's bad. Bad planning on my part, but I quite like this bendy path now. Then we can also have something going that direction, I imagine. Just forward planning a little bit. The difficult thing is, sometimes I'd actually would prefer loads of people on this to do it rather than just one person with an ox. But it is what it is. So what have we got? We've got 3 wheat, 2 barley, 1 flax. Quite happy with that. And are we selling a lot of salt? We're selling a good amount. Probably also be good to sell this linen. So let's see if we can export that as well. And let's always have a surplus of 100. Let's just say 150. Right, I think we're in a good spot. This is almost done. At least that is almost done. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then this will be our 6th field. And I think we can take a whole bunch of people off these now. And let's reassign them. Just gonna throw another person on the trading post. Maybe get one person back on this. Let's make that area a bit more woody again. And get someone back on there. Obviously, we want some people on the windmill. I think that's fine. And I think we will start the slow process of upgrading these houses. It does obviously come with additional burden of extra food requirements. So even for these few, we're struggling for the actual food variety down here. And fuel for some reason, even though we have quite a good amount of fuel. Let's get someone back on that Woodcutter's Lodge. I think actually let's move them. Move them down here where we've clearly got a lot more wood for them to gather. I think that makes a bit more sense. And we obviously want to make sure this field gets finished off as well. And I think, I'm not sure which. Okay, so he's plowing. So I hope we can just get rid of one of those. Free up some for other things. Okay. Now we've just assigned a different one. He's picking up where he left off. This just feels super inefficient to me. I'm still not sure if it actually is worth using them. But the sowing process is going to take some time as well. Not usually too bad. Now we're in the sowing process, so I hope we can get enough people to do this before December kicks in. Or at least they're starting. I mean, it's more of a bonus field, I think, for us at the moment. So 86%. Where's that extra storehouse here? I don't know why they're only transporting these things, but it is what it is. So we've got our Woodcutter's Lodge built. I do find tab really useful just to, if you need to figure out where specific buildings are. So now we're in winter, they can't sow this any further. So we got 63% of the way there, which isn't ideal, but it is what it is. I think we can just, yeah, I'll probably put another on there just so we can churn through a lot of this grain. And actually, let's just take these guys off because we don't need them on there. And our tithe is doing a good job. We're at 895. Hopefully, we will be at the 1,000 mark in the next episode. And we can start expanding out into this lovely region in the middle, Waldbrand. And we didn't actually get to upgrade all of these because farming took quite a while. But I'm hoping in the next episode we can go through and get all of these upgraded into lovely Burgage level 3 plots. I really love how winter looks across the map. It just looks absolutely fantastic. And you can, at certain points, you can just have a look. I think if you press Control C, you get a lot more of a cinematic view. And sometimes the view you get in the sort of in the distance is just, it's so atmospheric. I really like it. But that's it for this episode. Bit of a longer one, but thank you so much for joining and staying with me. If you like the video, please drop a like and subscribe to the channel. It helps me massively. And I hope to see you in the next one.